Cartoons, the animated frontier. These are the voyages of the Cellcast podcast. Its continuing mission to explore strange new cartoons, to seek out new animation styles and new creative storytelling methods, to boldly go where so few ever go again.
Am I wrong? Okay. This progress is a part of Christian Reek Central Network. Wrong. Hey, Scoop, what are you doing, man? I don't know. I'm supposed to be reading an ad. All right, hold on. Give me it. Okay.
All right. This podcast is part of the Christian Geek Central Network at ChristianGeekCentral.com.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Cellcast,
The animated series.
Joining me today is a man who just had to go and destroy a galaxy. Welcome, Jacob.
But the ancient spirits told me I had to, so I must destroy the galaxy.
Just be glad that wasn't our galaxy.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mumra.
Also, how do you... Anyway,
Yeah,
we'll get to that.
yeah, we'll get there. Why, thank you. Like you're our co-host, the man who... But Lion-O, why do we need another flashback? Welcome, Drew.
It's called lore. We need more lore because we need to find out what the crap is going on in this show.
Snarf.
Anyway, how are you doing, Jacob?
I am doing well. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. Today, we are reviewing Thundercats 2011, Season 1, Episode 21, Birth of the Blades. Now, before we jump into this, we have to mention a little bit of a retraction for our last episode,
Yes.
in that we actually review part of this episode.
Yeah, we kind of got excited about the
Our
episode.
defense,
Yes.
in our defense, these two episodes blend very well together. They
very
really
seamlessly.
feels like they should be one episode.
That is true.
1 hour long episode, but they're not. So yeah. So we're only going, since we kind of talked about some of this already, we're going to kind of focus on the flashback itself.
Yes.
So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into it. So tell us about the flashback.
While Mumra's forces surround Mount Plundar, the Thundercats decide to split up. Lion-O and Pumara head into the caves while the others take on the different direction towards the Thunder Tank. As they try to escape, the story of the Sword of Omens and Sword of Plundar are revealed in a flashback.
So getting into the trivia for this episode.
You didn't read it.
No, I didn't. The flashbacks in this episode serve as a prequel to those that appeared in the episode Legacy.
You think?
No kidding.
No kidding.
Anywho, so yeah, since we kind of already reviewed all the present day stuff,
Yeah, let's talk about the
let's look at the
flashbacks.
flashbacks. So
Yes.
in the flashback, we see Leo and Panthera.
Panthera.
Uh,
I gotta say this. Yeah, I gotta say real fast. The name, the character naming in the show it's very spot on. Even if it's like new original characters of the series, it's all very well done.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta say that. So continue.
So Leo and Panthera are present when Mumra reduces a galaxy down to a single solitary element of metal that he forges the Sword of Plundar out of.
Yes.
And then when that kind of rubs Leo the wrong way a bit, he goes and collects all the remaining bits of
After
metal.
a little persuading.
Yeah, after some persuading, that was left over from forging the Sword of Plundar, and that's where the Sword of Omens comes from.
Uh-huh.
It's a much smaller sword. It doesn't explain how it's able to grow, though, I'd like to point out.
It's cartoon magic.
I know, but still, there's got to be some logic. We don't see the Sword of Plundar doing that.
It does, actually.
Oh, yeah, true. But that only when Mum-Ra transforms, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, magic. Let it
Yeah.
go.
Ready, row. Ready, row.
Moving on. So, it is nice seeing... So, previously on Legacy, we got to see the events that led up to the Great Mutiny.
Yes.
But Lion-O was playing Leo. So, it was his voice and his viewpoint, really, that we were getting on Leo. So, I like how we actually get to hear from Leo in the series, and actually his thought process, and how in the beginning he actually was very loyal to Mum-Ra.
Oh, yeah.
Until he realized, you just killed who knows how many billions of people to make a sword.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you're right for this world.
Yeah, exactly. And plus for the power of love.
Yes, that's the power of love.
Is a curious thing.
Yeah. Anyway, this was I like this flashback. It's very I like seeing where the two swords come from. It worked well for me. What do you think?
I enjoyed it. There again, we do see in Legacy, we do see most of the story. We don't see the destruction of this entire galaxy in order to gain the metal in order to create the Sword of Plundar and its scabbard / shield. That was very unique, very interesting how they did that. Minus, how do you? I guess it liquefied everything into a metal.
That's the question I have. I am confused how you were able to take all the constituent elements of a galaxy and compress them into something that's just about, the size of a watermelon.
Yeah, pretty much.
And that turned it into some secret kind of metal that, when the blacksmith was fused with the ancient spirits of evil, created this magic sword for Mum-Ra to use.
Yeah, and plus it allowed the spirit stones in order to be able to be magnified through the gauntlets,
Right.
Which I always thought was a really cool idea they did with this series.
Oh yeah,
and also kind of arcing back to the actual story. Lion-O actually uses the claw shield the way it's designed.
Yeah.
He actually uses it for its extending claws for he's used it like once or twice, but I was like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing to watch. Oh my gosh.
oh yeah.
Because Lion-O did it all the time in the original series. I was like,
And this time he's just like, I need to guard my face.
yeah, guard my face, or be like, oh, I can use the what is it, the Soul Stone? Yeah, the Soul Stone. It's a Soul Stone. And it's a really well told story. It's a very well told flashback, and it gives you more information on what's going on. It builds out the lore more, and why did Leo betray Mum-Ra? And it's an amazing.
Yeah. Gives us that backstory we need as to why Mum-Ra was sealed in the first place.
Yeah, exactly.
How more of that happened. I like how we do get to see the past version of the rats, and they're just as sniveling as the present day.
Yes, they are rats.
So that was nice. We got more of Panthera, who is still one of my favorite characters.
Yes.
I am kind of now curious, now that she's not having to explain everything to Lion-O.
Yeah.
How Leo actually worked in Legacy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a good question right there, because Leo in this is very not just competent, he's pretty smart about all this stuff. He actually offers many good secondary things that they could do with this galaxy without destroying it that actually would be helpful to Mum-Ra. But no, Mum-Ra's like, I must listen to the ancient spirits of evil or they won't let me turn into Muscle Man anymore.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we have to kill everybody. Well, if you feel that way about these people, how do you really feel about us?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
A very power-hungry mummy.
I am now curious how Mum-Ra met the ancient spirits of evil and how Mum-Ra was before he met them.
Well, we only have 5 more episodes to go. Maybe
true.
it'll be explained. Maybe it won't.
It probably won't.
Yeah. But we could probably solve that probably in the what would happen in season 2.
Yes. Both with what we do know and what we can speculate.
Exactly.
Which we'll do in the last episode.
Exactly.
That one might be a little extra long. Anyway, join us next time for the Forever Bag.
Yeah.
So we can find out what Wily Cat, and Rocket Raccoon took it. That's his name.
Yeah, took it.
Find out what they're doing.
Yes.
Anyway, see you then.
It's going to be a baggy adventure.
Come, Jacob. We must prepare for next week.
Prepare for what, Drew?
The same thing we do every week, Jacob. Record a podcast.
Oh, boy.
So where can they find you, Jacob?
They can find me on Facebook at Jacob B. Heron and Jacob's Daily Art Corner, my personal art Facebook page. On Twitter at Jacob B. Heron. On Instagram at Jacob B. Heron. And on Letterboxd at Jacob Heron. Where can they find you, Drew?
You can find me on Facebook at Drew Dodgen. You can also find my Facebook page at Drew's Photo Bin, where I upload my photography. You can also follow me on Letterboxd at GGeorge759 and Twitter at GGeorge759. Where can they find us, Jacob?
You can also visit our website, thecellcast.podbean.com, where you will find every episode we released and links to listen to it on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and Stitcher. Our RSS feed, if we aren't in your favorite podcast app directory, please share, review, and subscribe to us there and share us with your friends.
You will also find a link to our Facebook group, the Double Feature Podcast Community, where we talk about both animated and live-action movies. We share this with our other podcasts, which we do with Jacob's brother Jim, at the Movie of the Week podcast, where we talk about live-action movies. You can also email us at thecellcastpodcast@gmail.com. Also, please like our page on Facebook. We try to post about upcoming movies. If you comment on that movie's post before we record, we'll read your comments in the episode. And remember, every time we say The Cellcast, that is with a single L.